unhauling that one. It won't be going back on my shelf. Literally exhausting. Wow. Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day because I've got new bookshelves. Now, we need to build them. They're not currently built, they're still in boxes, and they're not actually going in here because I don't have any room in this room. So I've got a thinner size one to go in the living room, and then another kind of full size one to go in the bedroom, because these used to be in the bedroom. So now that wall is blank, and I'm like, I need more space for my books. So best idea was to put more bookshelves back in there, obviously. So we're going to get them built, and then I'm going to take off all of the books on here and just have a big bookshelf reorganization. So I'm bringing you along. We're going to have a great time. It is currently nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's getting dark pretty sharpish because we're in winter. So we've got to get a move on. So yeah, let's go. It is significantly later now, so forgive the lighting, but I've literally stared at these empty shelves for like half an hour. Tell me why. The hardest part about this is not building everything. It's not building everything. It's deciding what books to put on what shelves. Because this is a real problem now. So basically, because I do all of my filming in the other room where my white bookcases are, or at least I have done, I'm like, okay, well that should be the nicest backdrop, that should have my favourites. But then at the same time, like this could be a new filming spot. So do I put my favourites on here? I know that I want to make it sort of like nice and aesthetic, so it's kind of going to have my darker books on. So I was thinking of having like the Fourth Wing series on here, like The Night and the Moth and One Dark Window, my Rachel Gillig books. I think they'll look really nice. But then beyond that, I'm not really sure. But what I have done is taken all of my books that are in storage out of storage. So I've just piled those up in the living room. So I've also got a bookcase there now. So essentially I just need to decide what's going to go where. So let's crack on. This is the current book situation in here. These are all of the books that I've just taken out of storage in the loft. I do have some books here that I'm probably going to unhaul, and the rest of them I'm going to keep for now. I still think I'm going to unhaul some more, but I'm yet to decide. But so those are, well, that's my other bookcase that I've just built today for in here. It's just a smaller skinny one. So yeah, I need to decide what books I'm going to have in here versus in my book room in the bedroom. this is actually a little corner of my bookshelf that you really don't ever see because it's always out of frame. And I do feel like some of the books are hidden here. Like I've got some favourites in here that I've read. Let's just move Princess Knight. Also, this edition is gorgeous. This is the Locked Library edition. Love that. But yeah, so things like The Second Death of Locke. I adored this. I've got the kind of standard hardback edition because I just adore that cover, and then I do also have the Illumicrate edition that came in a subscription box, and that one has sprayed edges. So I think I'm going to have these out. Also the Everlasting, loved this book, gorgeous edges, so that's going to come out as well, along with the Isle in the Silver Sea. Again, I have the standard hardback edition. Sorry, these lights are getting in the way. And then the Illumicrate edition as well. This shelf is now looking rather empty, so I haven't actually read, oh, these are the wrong way around. I haven't actually read this series yet. I'm really looking forward to. How gorgeous are they? So I've not read those yet. Nor have I read The Maiden and Her Monster. I have read Arcana Academy. This is the Fairyloot edition, and I adore this. Now, the book, I'm going to be honest, wasn't my favourite. I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it. But I do still want to read the next book in the series because I think it'll get better. I'm hoping that Fairyloot do a matching edition of this one. So we're going to keep it for now, and it's going to go in on my new shelves. Okay, so this is the situation that we've got going on currently. I'm going to go with this for now. I don't know if I'm going to want any more books on these shelves. So just turn around. For context, I just have 3 empty shelves here. I do also have the cupboard, but my plan is basically to use this as extra clothes storage because I don't have very much in the way of storage. I've got overflow of clothes and it's not working. So that's what those are planning to be for. But I do also have all of this wall space. So the idea is that next month I will then get another bookshelf to go here. So then I'll technically have 6 shelves. I could also potentially get the extenders for the top, but I don't know if they'll fit. So undecided on that front. But yeah, let's get these books on those shelves and see how they look. So I do also have 2 copies of Onyx Storm because I got the Fairyloot edition with the sprayed edges, but I don't actually have the Fairyloot edition in the others, so that's quite annoying. But one thing that this edition does have is a reversible dust jacket. So I think what I'm going to do is have it the other way around so I can display that, because that artwork is gorgeous. Yay! Do I put Fourth Wing on this shelf or this shelf? Maybe this shelf. I love the designs of these covers. They look like really old library books. foiling on the hardcovers are stunning, but the binding is one of my all-time favourite books, so I simply cannot part with this. The Betrayals I liked less, but because it matches, I keep it. And then I also have my proof copy of the binding, which is how I originally read it. It is looking a little bit worse for wear, but it's a prized possession, so I keep it. To the nines. And I've also got all of the swag that came with it. This was one of the most exciting moments in my kind of book life last year. It was getting the proof of this copy because yeah, I felt so special, and it was one of my favourite reads, if not my favourite read of last year. So very pleased to have this, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that maybe we can get our hands on a copy of The Knave and the Moon. That would be nice. Definitely have space for more books here. Let's go find some more. This is what we are currently looking like. The middle shelf I think I'm happy with. It would be nice to have something here. I might grab some of my candles to put there. And then this shelf. I do have some gold bookends, which I think will go, I'll have one here and then maybe one up the top here, but I've still got a little bit of space. So I'm gonna find a few more things to go on here, I think. Okay, so here's the thing, I wasn't going to do any more tonight, but these are a mess, and I know that if I don't do something tonight, I'm not going to get this finished this weekend because I've got a really busy day tomorrow. So tonight I'm just gonna, also I apologise if you can hear the dehumidifier in the background. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. So I wasn't going to do any more tonight, but I know that if I don't start this, I'm not going to get it finished this weekend, and then it just won't be done, and that will annoy me. So I'm going to empty my bookcases tonight. I'm literally going to take everything off them. I'm going to regret this when I have to put everything back on, but they need a good reorganise. I think I'm going to reshuffle some things around. I've got all my sprayed edges face out here. The only thing is that I've not read all of these books, and to be perfectly honest, if I can't see the title, I forget that it exists. So I'm going to make a rule to myself that I can only turn a book spread out if I have read that book. So this area is not going to exist for a little while, because I'm not going to lie, I've not read the majority of these sprayed edge books. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to take everything off, clean the shelves, and then tomorrow morning before I have to go out, my aim is to get everything back on. But who knows, maybe I'll just catch the bug and we'll keep going. We'll see. But yeah, let's get all this cleared off. I'm going to start over here. I've literally got Christmas books here. They need to go away. These ones were wrapped for a video that I never ended up filming, so we'll unwrap those. And they're Christmas books, so they're just going to get stored away. The Fate of Ophelia. This time was alone in my time. I have a proof copy of Girl Dinner that I haven't read. I actually tried to start reading this and I wasn't feeling it. I don't know if it's Olivia Blake's writing that I'm just not vibing with, because I'm not gonna lie, I hated the Atlas 6. Like, hated it. Did not finish it. So I'll be unhauling that one. That's on my shelf currently. It won't be going back on my shelf. But yeah, might try the audio for this, we'll see. Also gonna unhaul this one because I read it and didn't love it. Love Bridget Collins. This wasn't the book for me. I literally still have the bookmark in this. I got up to page 115 and gave up. Also, I was saying the other day how I couldn't remember the last time a fairyloot edition disappointed me. Like, it was this one. This is the current situation. Where are all these gonna go? Was literally exhausting. I'm so warm. I'm so warm. All I've done is take the books off. Okay, I'm gonna give the shelves a clean, and then I think the only thing that I'm gonna do tonight is put back my Samantha Shannon and Sarah J Maas and V Schwab shelves, because I know that they're gonna stay the same. And I definitely want them here. So let's clean them, and then I'm going to put those three shelves back together. You guys, I'm not going to lie, I feel like I regretted doing this, but yeah, spoiler alert, didn't do any more last night than taking all of the books off the shelves. I had to pull this one out because we had a bit of a mould and damp issue last year, so I just wanted to check that that was doing all okay after redecorating. There was a little bit at the bottom, but nothing to do with my bookshelves, and that's now removed, so we are good to go. But yeah, it meant that I didn't do any more last night, so I'm now going to clean them, and then we're gonna start getting some books onto shelves. Now, in terms of what's gonna go on these shelves. I think I'm going to try and stick to like fantasy and romance. I've moved most of my literary fiction and non-fiction into the new bookcase in the living room, which I will show you a bit later on. I think there's some more in here that I can maybe pick out and put onto there, because I do still have a spare shelf there. But yeah, I just want these to not look as full. Like, I want space to display books nicely, and I'm going to try and be quite ruthless in terms of unhauling some books. And then there are some still in boxes on top of my wardrobe, just paperbacks that I'm going to sort through as well. So yeah, I'm undecided whether or not I'm going to put my paperbacks back up here or if they're going to go onto the smaller shelf. The only thing is that I don't think they'll all fit there. So I might still have some here and then some down there, and then we'll see what's left for hardbacks, because I do actually mostly have hardbacks out now, or at least the ones that I want to display. But yeah, enough chat, let's get on. Also, forgive my appearance, because I went to go get ready and then realised that I've completely blocked off my desk and drawers where I keep my makeup and hair stuff, so we're looking like this, so enjoy. We're on the home straight. Okay, I've got all of my hardbacks in, all of my paperbacks that were here before are now in. So now I'm going to get my other paperbacks, what's my hair doing? My other paperbacks out from on top of the wardrobe and decide what's going to go in. I have been ruthless. I have unhauled so many books. I think what I'll do is a separate video going through the books that I've unhauled and why I've decided to unhaul them. But what I am going to do is open my fairyloot boxes that have come. So I've got this month's, I say this month, January's fairyloot. It came really late. It literally came the last day of January. My pre-order of the sequel to The Floating World by Axio is in this one. So let's open this and then we can get this on the shelf. Also, someone is drilling really loudly, so apologies. So this is The Demon and the Light. This is the fairyloot edition. I definitely forgot what it was called a moment ago. But this is what it looks like. We've got a sprayed edge, which is stunning. And then gorgeous end papers. Naked hardcover, alternate just jacket, and then the back end papers as well. So that's that's going to go on the shelf for now. I haven't actually read the first book yet, but with fairyloot you kind of have to get them when they're on sale, because otherwise if you go and want it after that, you're looking at resale prices, which are just stupid amounts of money. So we've got it now. And then we've got this monstrous box, which is the 3 combo subscription box. Like I say, these are January's books. So we've got King of Ravens by Claire Sager. End papers. Steamy. The back of this, I love that quote. He pulls me against his chest and the world falls into feathers and darkness. Next up is the young adult book. This is beautiful. So it's The Swan's Daughter by Roshani Chokshi, and I adore this. Wow. End papers are stunning. Obsessed. And this. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. I wish I could just display it like that. And then we've got Graceless Heart by Isabel Ibanez. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. Wow, love that. Well, there we go, another day gone, but I am so happy with the results. I love my new shelves in the bedroom, the dark wood ones. It's kind of making me want to change these out, but that will be expensive. But really happy with how these ones have turned out. I'll probably still tweak things, but for now, I'm gonna go with this. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I know how satisfying I find these videos to watch. So maybe this has inspired you to reorganize your own bookcases. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.